You just take your money and go get a crib.
At 13?
Yeah.
It never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Never crossed my mind.
Because I really do. I know it's young, but I do know people who are very young. If somebody is young enough to go out on the streets and just say, I'm leaving home,
Yeah.
a lot of times, and if they got money, they're savvy enough to
It's not
get
that I
somebody
have
to
money.
pay them.
I'm making some money. I don't have money. I'm making some money.
Enough to get by.
Well, I'm saying I don't have a long list of needs on the daily. I need to eat well. I need to drink well.
And where are you keeping your money? Like in your pocket?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Anybody ever try to rob you?
No, I did have somebody try to violate me while I was out there. I think because I didn't know really what gay people were. So I wasn't really clear. I knew how gay people acted as I had seen, but I wasn't aware that it had a sexual connotation to it. So as soon as the guy kept talking to me like he liked me, I was really confused because guys don't like guys. And I'm trying to figure out, is there something about your background that makes you talk like a lady while you're talking to me? But yeah, I had that as a situation. But other than that, no, I wasn't frequently tried as a young person.
Yeah. So I'm asking some of these questions that I'm asking because I'm really trying to figure out, like, how did you develop your psyche? Like, you're a very insightful dude.
Right.
Just trying to figure out, like where did that start at? Can you pinpoint a specific time and space where you said, yeah, I get it. I see what's going on.
Yeah. I probably like 5 years old. First and foremost, this is going to sound really, really weird, but I believed at that young age that you could have a relationship with God. And I know that that's kind of old-fashioned now. But when I was young, that's what I believed. And so I developed this relationship where we talk 4 or 5 times a day and we talk about everything, and I'm coming to you when things are well and when it's not well. And if I ask for something, I know when you gave me what I asked for because it's the only time. So I understood at a young age that I wasn't like everybody else, that I was in a blessed position and that I had the ability to be able to make things happen if I could find the instructions and follow them. So at 5 years old, that's how I thought. I knew when things were wrong with the Bible. I wasn't worried about authority because God was like the authority. And other than that, I got to tolerate you, but I'm not allowed to bow down. I'm like that as a child. So my parents didn't do anything wrong. They just wanted me to live a life that I wasn't going to live. They wanted me to be this, and I was not free to live a double life. I can't be that and be what I'm trying to be.
What was that they wanted you to be?
A part of their religion. They were very devout in religion.
Christian.
Yes, a branch of Christianity, yes.
At one point, did you become a Muslim?
At one point, I became several religions because that's the only way you can really find out what's going on in a religion. Religion is not something that you can just study the books about it and now you know about them. I had to be a member of the Fruit of Islam in order to know. Minister Farrakhan calls me his son. I was not regular even in that endeavor, just because whoever the true God is, I don't play about him. And I understand that regardless of what you choose to call him, it's the same entity. And once you study all of the religions, you find out that nobody's really disagreeing with anybody. The Jews don't believe this whole set of things that Christians don't, and Muslims either.
Why are people so afraid of Farrakhan?
Well, if you had the ability to control the black people on this planet, there isn't anything that you couldn't take, dismantle, destroy, or interrupt if you could mobilize black people. And so part of the ops agenda, a part of their modus operandi, is to find out which one of you niggas is a potential leader. And if you are, then we begin a work of progress on your life, which will make people get off of that. It's a part of it, as much as in any defense, you trying to figure out which way this dude is likely to go so I can rip that ball. It's the same.
Yeah. Farrakhan is a polarizing individual. A lot of people
Yes.
really, I do believe, don't really understand him. I think that there are people who gets the message. This is what frightens them, is because they know, as you alluded to, they know what he's capable of doing. You know, uniting black people and guiding and leading black people in the right way.
There's not been a successful one of those yet. So just like if you're a rapper, any rapper can get hit. Yeah, we don't have we can go through 300 years of history and look for all the black people that fit the description you just said. They never make it.
Yeah, which is why I believe that they should stop trying to make it. I really do believe that, it's each one reach one, teach one, but the leadership is in yourself. Like all of us are capable, well, not all of us, but many of us are capable of being a leader. Like instead of sitting around just waiting on one person to be that leader, how about?
Well said. Well
Yeah.
said. But in real time, being the leader of yourself gets you nothing. The people demand to be led, regardless. There's not 13 shepherds and all these sheep. Why? Because it's unnecessary. Just one. Just one that has the connection with the sheep, which allows the sheep who has a brain about that small to be able to just focus on eating grass and not worry about falling off a cliff. We have the desire as humans to be led. We want to be led into battle. We want to be led into the football game. This is all because this is how we are wired. The cheerleaders and the pomp and circumstance, that goes back to the times of first humanity, because we do need that.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about a myriad of leaders. You're not just talking about a single individual.
Right.
And I see a lot of people just be sitting back waiting on a Messiah. They're waiting on that one person.
But they are too, though.
Who's that?
The other side is far more diligent about looking for that Messiah than we are, because they know where to look. You probably wonder, why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you
Right.
be paying attention to it? I don't pay attention to things I don't like.
What's the answer?
The answer is the liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still going to be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity, but our oppressors have not lost our identity. That's just why they chopped those noses off of the Pharaoh and the Sphinx in Egypt in the first place, is because without this nose, we can tell you this is whoever it is. But with that nigga nose, it can only be niggas. Why would somebody vandalize a whole face and only vandalize one part? Nobody wanted to knock an eye off or take an ear off or no chins missing. Nope, just the nose. Because it's a brand.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of statues, the nose do be missing. Like that shit crazy. He is right. I noticed that shit.
You cooking.
Mm-hmm. But see, this can be considered as theories now because certain people wouldn't understand it. You know what I mean?
Secret fact.
All it takes is simple research.
It's a brand. All right, go ahead.
You have an uncanny way of thinking outside of the box, and you are very uh, good at breaking things down like you just did. You understand consequences and repercussions very well.
Okay.
So my question to you is,
Hmm.
why are you such a habitual line stepper? Why do you cross that line so often when you know what the repercussions and consequences are going to be? And they're not going to be favorable to you. For example,
Right.
I saw where you and Suge got arrested, right? You and Suge got arrested. Is that true?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Like,
What
and
were we doing?
allegedly it had something to do with like some type of photography, camera or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm just sure.
Oh.
I'm just saying this is what I read.
Well,
I'm
I'll
not.
tell you the
Yeah.
story, and
Okay.
you tell
Tell me the
me.
story.
Then does that change how you frame this?
Okay.
So, we have a meeting with a hologram company, which is going to go into a licensing deal on some holograms. This is in Beverly Hills. So now there's a rodeo, and behind that is an alleyway where you park your vehicles. That's where we are. Suge has brought his son with him, who's 5 years old. And before we go into this meeting, Suge's son runs behind the dumpster and urinates. And a lady films his penis out, peeing behind the dumpster. And then says, "Oh, I thought that was Katt's kid." So yeah, that's what happened.
See, man. See, this is
So
why. This is
understand, we were
yeah,
facing 20 years,
yeah.
Suge and I. 20 years for that. And if it wasn't for the fact that this is Beverly Hills and it's all on camera, they had no problem sending us up the river when we couldn't have possibly done what was being said. That lady said that she got jumped on by me.
So you see what you just did. You just clarified a huge like misconception about you know.
Y'all heard that before? Y'all heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about this situation.
Mm.
Yeah, they
I
they
never heard
really
that
did
one.
put
You
they
gonna
yeah
keep
they
up
really
with that?
did
Now
put
they
it
gonna
out
change
there.
the brand. This
They
ain't
put it
comedy.
out
No
there.
more.
My bad. Go ahead, Corinne.
No, don't. All I'm just saying, he better be careful because now he's stepping out of comedy. He going into a whole
Yeah,
nother.
it's getting serious, but he's basically describing what media can do. They change narratives easily. It's easy to do. But go, my bad.
Correct. You
Yeah,
got it.
that's crazy. I never heard that story before. Well,
He's talking about Egypt and the noses being, man. Okay. The pyramids.
what's the problem?
It's not a problem, but for those, less is more. People don't know about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, he got genius level IQ, right?
Correct.
Mm.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta play stupid though.
The events of that evening or whatever.
Yeah, but remember, it went
Like,
to court.
yeah,
Like, this isn't just my word.
yeah.
They had to play the video in court, which showed that her altercation wasn't with a man at all.
But the trip part about it is that when people print it, when the media,
Yeah.
mainstream media, put it out there, they don't add that piece. They
No,
just say,
nor do they make a retraction.
right,
Nor do they say, "Hey, that thing we told you about that
right.
guy, turns out it was nothing." Understand?
That's a fact. They never do that part. Never do that part.
Cause
That's the fucked up part about it all. It's not the fact that you throw it out there. It's the fact that when y'all know y'all fucked up, y'all don't correct it.
they not in a
So
job for the
Katie,
be putting out correct information.
Katie,
They not in business for that.
Mhm. Might be onto something, Joe. Might
you know,
be.
it's this
What you say, Ronson?
correct the situation. Like, all right, say you're a journalist, right? And the media, like what Joe was saying, the media pushes the narrative, right? So, as a journalist, should you make the correction based on the allegations that were said, or should you go in a more educational way of try to understanding the situation and try to adhere to what the try to adhere to what the situation is.
Mm. Word.
I got 15 cases that were dismissed. That should be talked about. Why would 15 cases be dismissed? Because you were so sure you had what you were looking at. Because every city I go to, I'm the nigga with the best car. It's probably smoke coming out that car. It's probably girls gathering around that car. I I look like the plug. I get it. And you've probably already hurt me by the time you find out who I actually am.
Right. See, because of that clarity you just provided,
Yes.
is the reason why I want to know. I think the world want to know what happened between you and Ali Sadiq. I know you said
The
you didn't want
world
to talk
couldn't
about it.
possibly want to
We
know
want to
that.
know,
He's
man.
not
We want
famous enough for the world to want to know that.
at least pretty
Because my
famous.
side of the world doesn't want to know that. See,
Well, my side of the world want to know.
here's the thing.
What happened, man?
A lot of times, what liars do first is they set up a narrative and a scenario. Like Michael Blackson just got on national TV and told people, yeah, I got a beef with Cat Williams, and Cat is mad at me about this, and because I said this, and I didn't even mean it like that. And the whole time, he's never talked to me. That's how he feels. He's heard I'm angry. I've not had a conversation with him. It's the same with your Ali Sadiq. If it wasn't for the information that I know in my intel, I would be a fan of his like everybody else. Who wouldn't be a fan of a young black storyteller that's done time and loves his family and is a hometown guy? Like, why would he ever have any enemies in comedy? It's ludicrous. But if you pick the actual king, then make sure that your story's correct. And unfortunately, his story's not correct. No matter what he says, he never met me. He made it disrespectful that a security guard that was 6'7" reached over him to pay him, not mentioning the fact that he got paid for not doing anything.
Well, let's start at the beginning of the Reliant thing.
I don't know if I want to.
I'm gonna
Go
start,
ahead.
and then you can do what you want to do.
Fair enough.
But I think for the sake of the audience knowing, just
Tell them
having
who
an
Ali
idea of
Siddiq
what we're
is
talking
first.
about. ID Sadiq is a comedian from Houston that's based in Houston.
A very fine comedian.
Very fine comedian.
Yes.
Now, Ali said that he went to Reliant Arena and he was on the same show as you. He showed up, and the security stopped him from entering the building.
Got
And they said, and then somebody told him Katt didn't want you to come in. And then at some point, somebody else came and gave him a check. Another security person reached over somebody's shoulder and gave him a check. He said that the people that were the working security locked arms to prevent him from walking inside of the building. And he thought that, you had a problem with him. And he said he didn't know why you had a problem with him. And to this day, he don't know why you have a problem with him. That was the.
It'd be nice if that was the story. So now, if that's the story, then let me see if I got this correct. A guy I've never met was supposed to be doing a show with me, and I got so angry, even though I hadn't met him, that I had security keep him out of the building. See, that's the problem with lies. They're faulty from their inception, sir. I'm the person in the story that doesn't have a grudge to feel. I don't care why I didn't like Katt Williams. I would get to the bottom of it. This is not one of those stories. First of all, the actual truth of this matter is every city that I go to, I already have the comedians who are opening up for me. Not just this tour, but for the 17 100 city tours previous to this. I never go to the city and go, hey, do you guys have some comics here? I'd like to add them to my show. I just don't do it. I travel with the comedians that are coming to your city. We're one unit and one team when we come. That is to let you understand that no comic was fin to come join us that evening because there isn't space for it. I still have to do an hour at the end of this. There's a limited amount of time. So we could just start there. Second of all, I don't care where you're from, what the venue is, how cool you are with the people that work there. Katt Williams show means Katt Williams show. That means don't nothing move but the money. There ain't no loud talking and voice raising and, how dare you? How dare you? Let me look on the advertisements and see, do I see your name or face, sir, whoever you may be? Where would you even get the entitlement to be having this question? This is like me insisting that the Lakers put me on as a starter. And I won't take no for an answer. It's ridiculous. You don't even play in our league. And that's before I knew who you were. Now that I know who you are, I'm just ashamed because you took something personal that couldn't have been personal. I didn't meet you. That's how it would have gone if I wasn't there, because the truth is I wasn't there. All of this happened before I got there.
What happened with the check? When the security guy gave him
When
the check?
when I asked what the person had said, I said, well, I don't understand. I don't understand why he's so angry. What did he say to you? He said, I'm supposed to be on this show. I said, well, maybe he was expecting to get some sort of a payment. And now he thinks he doesn't get to get paid because we already have a tour. I wouldn't want that. Pay him for performing. So he got the check of the performer. This is what he's angry about. Imagine the audacity. Remember, your story is that I'm kicking you the fuck out. Get out and lock arms and don't let him in. And paying you? Make it make sense, King.
So
Either you're smaller than I think or I'm bigger. Either one. Like, you can't keep positioning the narrative because that's all this is. This is so that in a conversation in America, there'll be something where he and I are evenly linked. And only people in his hometown are floating that narrative.
Wasn't easy finding our joust.
What y'all think so far?
Sound about right. Sound about right.
You believe that story?
It ain't my opinion to believe it or not. I'm just going off what
Seemed
I'm
like
hearing.
keeping it 100 to me. Yeah, seemed like he just telling the story.
What? Hold up. So he was. So they paid a man who was trying to perform, but they paid him to go away. I'm not. Nah, man, I don't know. I need to bring some clarity to this. I'm not
I mean,
understanding.
it
So
makes sense, bro. I
What
mean,
you
he
don't
brings comedians on his tour with him. Like, you can't just be a local and pop in on the show. So maybe he took that up with the promoter. Like, well, make sure the dude get paid, but he ain't coming in backstage.
oh, okay. So the dude
Oh
with
wow.
so this the promoter doing janky business.
Right, it had to be.
Hey Chico, they
Cat,
do
That's
where's
what
the
that
man?
sound.
hey,
they
That's
do they
he
usually
still got paid, even though he wasn't supposed to perform.
I get that,
right.
but I don't know. It was just sounding funny. Now that y'all say it could have been the promoter doing janky business, I can understand that. At first, that shit wasn't sounding right to me.
Hold on, can I say this real quick, Ab? Doesn't it usually be the headliner of the show and then the rest of the comedians follow behind the head promoter uh like said show?
man, you got your words all
Yeah,
mixed up.
yeah,
No.
Ron. Nah, Ron. So you right.
No, leave that
You
man
kind of
alone. Y'all not
off.
gonna start playing with no baby brother, man.
Nah, hold on, Ron. So
I'm
you
just
right.
asking a question
The
But
headliner goes
no,
last, baby brother.
right.
Everybody else
But
opens up for the headliner.
Yes, sir.
There it is,
But I'm
baby
I am
brother.
to
Got it
believe
out.
that Cat Williams will come with his own opening acts because he was taking new comedians on the road, giving them shine. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you can't just slide nobody in, bro. But I don't want the man to get hold. That's probably way out there acting a fool, making the man his check. Now let's do what we do.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, Chico.
that's why I need to clarify. The way when y'all put it that way, then that makes sense. At first, I'm
Yeah,
just
just
like,
another story of him being stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to hold a nigga. I don't even know the nigga. But that do make sense. How the fuck I'm trying to keep you out the show? Animal pay you? Like, nah, then you ain't performing on my show. I already got a lineup.
Yeah, they usually have B Chico. Like most of the comedians that I know of, like with Andrew Schultz, he has most of his comedians already lined up to go with him. Like Oshkosh Singh and all the rest of his fellow comedians that he bring along with him.
Right.
Not the Oshkosh in the building. 78 in the building, baby.
believe that there's under any circumstances that
I'm
you
really
don't
him.
you don't believe that there's under any circumstances that you and Ali can come to a resolution, just be cool, like
You've just talked to me. You know
yeah,
I don't have a bone in this.
yeah.
I don't have a bone in this.
So if I got him on the phone, you talk to him.
Going hard for Ace Town.
I would have gave him the celebrity boxing match he asked for if I thought he was a celebrity.
Oh, come on, man. You know I live celebrity.
Oh,
Come on,
Sir,
cat.
I'm
Come
not
on,
talk.
cat.
I didn't mean that
Yeah.
disparagingly. I meant that in ticket sales, my nigga.
My bad, Eddie. My
Nah, you good. I didn't know if you wanted to
Eddie
say
Warwick
something.
in the building.
Willie
That
better
nigga
keep
said I only
that
gave him a
same.
He
He better
boxing
keep
match if
that
I thought he
same
was a
energy when they
celebrity.
try to bridge him and Scarface back together.
No, that's over with, bro. Scarface went commercial.
I said he better keep that same energy. What you mean that's over with?
They ain't fucking with each other, right?
They fuck with
Willie
each
D ain't
other
fucking with her.
enough to be in a group and do a podcast. What you saying?
I thought they was over with that. That's why Willie D got his own thing.
That's what no, but I'm saying is he better keep that same energy. He's sitting there pushing for whoever the Ali dude is and Cat Williams to make amends. That's what I'm saying. Willie D keep that same energy when somebody push for him and Scarface to make amends. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm. Heard.
I'm gonna keep it playing. I put the YouTube in the chat. Some when y'all get a chance, just go over there and hit a like on it.
No, yeah, no doubt, man.
I would have gave him the celebrity boxing match he asked for if I thought he was a celebrity.
Oh, come on, man. You know I live celebrity. Come on, cat.
Sir, I'm
Come
not
on,
talk.
cat.
I didn't mean that
Yeah.
disparagingly. I meant that in ticket sales, my nigga. Ticket sales. That's what I meant. I mean, I'm doing 7,000 in your hometown while you go do 300. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm talking statistics. I'm talking about the biggest and baddest thing going. And you, a person trying to get in, why would you be mad? It, it's ridiculous. I'm offended. I'm offended. Why? Because even if it's celebrity boxing, I need you to sell tickets too. I need you to sell these pay-per-view numbers, my nigga. I know I'm bringing it. It's more people that want to see me get laid out by you. And the fact that an upstanding and righteous gentleman like yourself is in that position with the only thing trying to be righteous in our lane is just more machinations of the devil.
Let's
You should
pick.
have a much better
Well, you know
backstory when
what?
you pick me as an opponent.
You know what, man? I'm glad you at least addressed it.
Yeah.
Because I
When you talk to him and tell him what the truth is, he won't be able to refute it. I told you earlier, he doesn't know this. How could he know? It's okay for you to think that I'm that way, but there are 30,000 known comedians in America that you could have went to and they would have told you this is against my character. I am known for confronting my issue head up, be it Satan or his affiliates. I don't care if you 6'6". I don't care if it's 5 of you. I don't care if I'm guaranteed an L. I don't care if you put a gun in my face. I don't care about none of that. I care about doing the right thing as I see it in that moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. How did you get on in the first place, as far as like with the movie thing? Like I know I'm skipping over the comedy, but how did you get on with the movie thing? Like specifically, I want to know about Money Mike. I want to know how you got that role.
Right. So here's the whole thing. Liars always come up with terrible lies. So Ricky Smiley says, yeah, Katt was supposed to play the Santa Claus and I was supposed to play the pimp. Liars always have ridiculous narratives. Nobody in America can imagine that a real movie studio would cast 5'5", 145-pound Katt Williams as a fucking Santa Claus, number one. Number two, Ricky Smiley was finna play a pimp. Really? Ricky Smiley has played a woman more times than Ricky Smiley has played a man.
God damn.
Yo, this is Shannon Sharp
Is he
2.0.
tell?
Wow.
See what's
Is
going on.
truth telling? Damn.
Hey, Ricky
God,
Smiley, get in the
Hey,
ring,
that's like
nigga. Box the match.
we can't expect Michael Blackson to get a Denzel role. You
hmm
gonna do what you do. We gonna do what you know you best for.
That's a fact. Yo,
I
that
mean,
How
Michael
far
Black's on
apart?
Tubi
How far
TV,
apart
man.
were
Word
these
up.
interviews done between
huh?
him and? How far apart were these interviews done?
It got to be days.
Recent.
They have 40 million now or more.
It was just released at 7 o'clock today.
Yeah, I know it was released
So it was
today. I'm just
done.
saying,
It was
what
done a
was
couple
the
of days
full
ago.
report?
I thought you was talking about the Shea numbers.
Recent. The same talking points now. The Ricky Smiley thing, that's the same thing what he said on Shannon's show. Somebody protect Cat Williams, man. That man, what? You pushing the envelope, brother.
I know Willie D kind of blown that his came out second. It's like he getting a
That nigga said he doing
sloppy
more of
second.
your own town, son. I'm doing 7,000. You doing 300. What up? People want to see you knock me out. That man. This guy is too much.
Yeah,
Is
nah,
he lying though?
I'm with you, Ab. He definitely wish he got this one first.
He don't have the bigger platform. Shannon does.
Mm-hmm.
My mom tricks on me.
They crazy.
He's played Bernice Jenkins 5 times. I got it in my contract that I don't work with Ricky Smiley unless he's playing Miss Bernice Jenkins.
And Willie D
Get
don't
But
out of here.
engage enough. Like I see what he's doing, letting him speak, but you gotta be able to engage.
Did this
Go
nigga
ahead.
say he got it in his? Wait, what did he just say?
He said if he ain't playing Miss Bernice, he don't work with him.
Oh, Lord, oh, Lord.
Ali was finna play a pimp. Really? Ricky Smiley has played a woman more times than Ricky Smiley has played a man. He's played Bernice Jenkins 5 times. I got it in my contract that I don't work with Ricky Smiley unless he's playing Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Get
But
out of here, man.
but here,
That's in your contract for real?
I make my
No, that's.
contracts, sir.
Oh, you.
When you're the master of your masters, everything else is subservient. That's why we have control. That's why we're hated, because there's something to hate. But anyway, so Money Mike, this is my first audition, not just my first movie. It's my first audition. Um, the reason it was so great is because they allowed me to do what I wanted to do, and I needed to do things. So I needed to pick the wardrobe for the character. So Money Mike's wardrobe was impeccable because I designed it, and they made it so. I picked out the car, the color of the car. They had a guy playing a pimp. I need this to be an actual pimp. We need Bishop Magic Don Juan. Everything I had to do. Me and KD Albert, who played Donna, and Terry Crews, it was all of our first project, and my job was to make sure that we came off as if we were seasoned actors. And so I put everything I had into that movie, to the point where in the script, Money Mike is raped in the bathroom. Cat Williams changed that. Why? Because it's no way. What do you mean, Cat? There's no way. What are you saying? I'm saying in a place that small, I'm not rapeable. I don't care what has to happen. That's what will happen. And so that's how it changed and became a great movie. And just the thought process that maybe Ricky Smiley was going to do that, it is laughable. But yeah, that was going to be my only movie So I had to do everything that I could do to make sure that it went the way I needed it to. And I've done that in every one of the 60 movie roles that I've done and the 50 network television roles.
Man, I'm glad you stood on that, man, because it's a lot of people who would not have. People get blinded by that bread, man, or that opportunity.
Right.
And for you to stand on that, that says a lot. Because I know Terry Crews would have probably enjoyed it, in real life.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah,
Bless
yeah.
his heart.
Now, how did you get this knack for comedy in the first place? Like you had a pretty tumultuous childhood. Like, how do you pivot from that and get into comedy?
I didn't find it to be tumultuous.
So at the time, you was living it. You like you
Yeah,
didn't see it like
this is
that.
not tumultuous.
Okay.
But your question was, how did I?
How did you find comedy?
A lot of times you have the true appreciation for something when you're not trying to do it. You just like it. So that's the relationship that I had with music, and it was the relationship that I had with comedy. So musically, I could listen to Pearl Jam and the Ghetto Boys. Like, I could listen to Nine Inch Nails, and I could listen to Prince, and I could do that. And comedically, I found that I could do that too. It didn't matter what the comedy person looked like, or how they were built, or where they were from. If they were funny, I was going to be able to tell. So I understood that Don Knotts was out there working his ass off as Barney Fife. I understood he wasn't doing the same job as the rest of them. I understood that laughter is an emotion, and anytime you can tap an emotion, that's very powerful, regardless of what emotion you're tapping.
When you're tapping these emotions, before you deliver the joke, are you cognizant of what it's going to take to like deliver that joke? Like, are you already knowing that I know for a fact I don't have to practice this. They're going to be with this right here. When I say this, oh, I'm going to get them.
As a comedian, I have the best fan base in the world, like documented.
You do.
The slight amount of advertisement that they allow me to do, and the fact that in a place as glorious as Houston, they pack the arena to the rafters, is based upon the fact that I, in 1995, started a conversation with a fan base which was maybe 5 people. And through this entire time, I've kept up the same conversation with the same people as they grow. And I'm letting you see me win. I'm letting you see me lose. I'm never allowing the product to be affected by what's going on, because this is the greatest relationship here. So, yeah, consequently, bam, they know some things when I come to town. They know I'm finna bring the baddest comedians with me. That's who's gonna be opening up. They know this all over the country. And then they know that whatever it is Katt's gonna talk about for an hour, they know he did not talk about this the last time he was here. They know
Man,
that.
how in the hell do comedians get away with that anyway? Because I'm not going to see the same comedian tell the same jokes, 100 times in a row.
You
Like,
let a
some of
rap,
these
you let a
guys are
rap, you let a
still.
rapper rap the same songs though. and you let a singer sing the same songs, the classics, and you'll allow that. And
Yeah,
so,
but funny is supposed to be spontaneous. So that's the
it,
difference.
well, well, understand that comedy has its roots long before social media. So before social media, you might have heard that this comedian is funny, right? And somebody might have told you what he said, but it didn't sound that funny to you. They just told you what he said. But when you see him in person, oh, he's hilarious. And so comedy always had a cycle where you showed the whole circuit your body of work. It's just comedians had gotten so lazy that they were doing one great set that they had on Comic View or Def Jam, and they were touring that for 15 years without changing it. And so we made it a part of our effort to push the fact that you should be writing new material and shaming the community into it by just, I'm going to keep putting out these specials and it's new material. How long are you going to continue to tell these jokes? Because in a minute, the audience is going to be like, no, they got to say something new. And eventually the audience did do that. And
But
so
well, some audiences show up and they want you to say the old joke. They
I,
demand that you tell the old joke.
I, I don't have not one of those people in my fan base because they know better. They know that I would never let you pay me so you can hear some shit I already said. I respect you too much for that. What you gonna get from me is brand new. This is new.
Right now, you have 12 comedy specials.
Okay.
Is there a magic number in mind, or you just want to just keep running to make sure you got the all-time number and that's secure for? Oh, you already at the
I'm
top.
I'm
You got the
I'm I'm
you got more
I'm
than
in no
anybody.
way counting numbers.
You've done.
I'm saying
How many?
12 is the most, if 12 was the most, there's not a number because I'm not putting a number to it. Um, but I've been special that many times for an hour.
17 tours, 100 cities.
Hmm.
That is a lot of work. That is a that's
Mhm.
that's enough work for a few lifetimes. Most comedians won't even get 100 cities. Well, most comedians ain't gonna do that one time. Like, and how do you continue to come up with this new material? Because you do new material every single time you show up. That's crazy.
It's a new show every single time I show up.
Man, that is crazy. I'm a comedy connoisseur. I follow comedy.
That
Most of the comics that are the top dogs right now, as far as like in some of our heroes in comedy, I was there when they were like working on their first jokes. I
yeah.
was watching them and supporting them way back then. But that is a tough feat to be able to do something like that.
Mm.
And I think that.
He said 17 tours. God damn. I mean, what he said, 17
17
specials.
100 city tours and
Yeah.
12 specials.
God damn. That's a lot of material right there. A lot of fucking material. Mm. You see, I like about this interview, he ain't trying to be messy either, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he learned from Shannon Sharp. I don't know if this interview was recorded before that was released or whatnot. But yeah, I like how he trying to not, get messy with it.
Man, you ain't heard Cat Williams say the same joke either. You can play all his shit. He ain't never said the same joke. Y'all know that, right? For real.
That's what he's saying. That's what he said. He said he
You got to
pushed.
be cold. You got to
He
be cold to do that, Joe.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's some crazy stats right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying. He pushed. That was one of his things to push the. He probably didn't want to put no names out there, but probably like some of the older comedians that was going around running with their same comic view jokes for fucking 15 years. He like, man, nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? But
Shout out to Black Eddie in the building. Common View niggas on the same routine. decades later.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's not cool if you go do. Let's say you a big time comedian, you do a 30 city tour. In all 30 cities, you do the exact same act, and then one person records it and put it out on YouTube, and a person that's at another city find out that's the exact same act. That was going on for a little bit with certain comedians that was doing specials.
Well, with the
Mm-hmm.
special, with the
Hmm.
specials, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if he comes to my city and goes to your city, the it's gonna be damn near the same shit. But
Hmm.
Right.
but that's cool. As long as the next time you come around, we ain't hearing the same goddamn jokes again.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new
Yeah.
show, a fresh new show. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you can't expect a nigga to go city to city, and every single city he got just a whole new uh performance. You know what I'm saying? He gotta, I'm sure it's gonna be a little bit different, but it's gonna pretty much have the same few jokes or whatever. But when he come back around, it's not gonna be the
But
same
that's why
shit.
they start banning cell phones, Eddie. That's why they was banning cell phones.
Yes, sir, because people was recording them, and then they like, man, I'm paying for the same shit. Like this nigga, them, he recycling.
The gig is up.
But I mean, when you perform for an hour, bro, you can't expect somebody to go city to city and just come up with new jokes at that quick. Like that's unrealistic. But for you to be performing the same few jokes for 15 years, that's nasty work, bro. That's nasty
Well, I
work.
mean, I don't think that you could do just that. You might be able to have to do some variety. You end up going to the same places or roundabout. You know what I mean? Cat
Yeah,
Williams, the greatest that ever did it, outside of Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. You know what I mean? Because I ain't never see him do the same show year
twice.
after year.
Yeah. That's a fact. Me neither. Uh, keep it rolling.
That the reason
Not
why,
in 24 years.
yeah, huh.
Uh,
I think the reason why people like you is so much. What you do is you resonate with them so much. Is like what you just said. You show them the good and the bad side of you, but also you're talented. You have a you're very talented, but at the same time you do show the good and the bad. And it's something appealing about being transparent to an extent.
oh, not just to an extent, to the utmost. The as soon as you as a person decide that you're not gonna lie anymore, and that whatever problem that you have, you gonna deal with that problem right then where it presents itself, it'll show you a whole new side of you. It's very important. It's very important. When you lie and allow lies, for some people it's just, oh, I'm just a little delusional. No, it's dangerous for you to do that to yourself. It's very unnecessary for you to.
You was on this radio station in Atlanta, and this host made a joke about you, and you ate a like you killed a man like for like I don't know how long that was, but man, I was like time out, call the police, something, stop this slaughter, man. You was like you really did a bad, and you didn't. I don't think
Hold
you
on.
cursed one time.
I was just going to say,
Yeah,
be very careful
yeah.
when you say how badly I did her,
Now,
because I never called her out
I
of her
know, but
name.
that's what I'm saying.
No, I
That,
was very composed.
that's my point.
But let me explain it.
You're
Let me
one
give you
of
the
the few.
exclusive.
No, let me make the point.
Okay.
You're one of the few like only you and Bruce I've ever seen do that before. Like destroy a heckler or someone that was challenging you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy them like for like several minutes. Bruce killed this chick for about I don't know, man, about 25, 30 minutes one night in Houston.
Mm.
And I never seen anybody else do that but you. Like 25, just back to back, gut busting, like same person,
Right.
no cuss words.
Yeah.
I had never seen that before. So how were you able to maintain your composure for that long?
Well, a very interesting thing happens when you try to trap something that's bigger than your trap. So imagine you set out a trap for a turtle and a rhinoceros steps into it. It's finna be a whole different situation now. So this lady behind the scenes is begging me to come into this interview that I've not scheduled, that I don't want to do, that I'm not dressed for, that nobody's called me about. She just wants it. To the point where she says, Katt, come on, you just want to end me for the city. I just want to give you your flowers. Well, I won't talk about kids. I won't talk about no jail. I won't talk about. This is the conversation she has with me, and then goes in that room and doesn't mention the Emmy, and immediately begins to, because this is a comedian. You're trying to undermine
Mm-hmm.
me. Atlanta is a heavily LGBTQ plus positive city, and the fact that you having a heavy gay fan base would try to degrade me, a heterosexual, by making it seem like I'm gay. Gay people don't feel that way about me. Why would you? So it was a terrible thing that she found herself in, and comedically, you're outmatched. My defense is impenetrable. My offense will have the precise amount of viciousness that's necessary. If that means no cussing, that's fine. I don't want to talk to you and hurt heavy set women's feelings, or dark skinned women's feelings, or women who wear wigs feelings. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm bantering with you because you keep acting like you're qualified to do that. Yeah. So, it was a setup. I'm always going
So
to be prevail if I'm being set up.
you think Buddy was in on it? Her co-host? You think he was in on that? He didn't appear to
No,
be in
no,
on
no,
it.
no. Because here's the whole thing. He kept trying to get her to pull the plug on this, and she kept not. So she didn't understand even after we cut. She didn't understand what had happened. She still thought that she
And
had
then
been victorious, and yeah.
and then she tried to play the victim.
No, she played the victim. Her husband was willing to kill one of the greatest comedians to. Yeah, I'm saying. And remember, all of this has to happen. I have to allow it to happen. I have to also preserve my life. And then, after I do all of that, then I have to not press charges on you to these police.
What was that situation again? I remember that. I remember that happening. What radio station was that? What
Wasn't it on the Breakfast Club or
wasn't
somebody?
it?
No, this happened in Atlanta.
Yeah, he did just say Atlanta. It was something.
Yeah, it was Atlanta at that. I don't know the name of that little show, but I remember watching it. It was him and his homeboy, the light skinned big dude. They was on there. They was basically there to interview his homie that he actually that's with him that do comedian the comedy stuff. I think his name Red.
Red Grant.
Yeah, they was there to interview him, and somehow Cat Williams, and you can tell Cat Williams didn't really supposed to be there, cause he, he had like a hat on and all. You know what I'm saying? He was just there chilling, and she went in. She was like she was basically had a narrative for him already. Basically, once again, narratives. That shit is crazy out here. So when she went in, and basically was assumed that he's been locked up, being arrested and all. She was just putting out. He's like, I've been he was like I've been arrested, but I never was charged. released on every charge. And then she started talking about how his hair and stuff, that assuming that he's gay, and then boom, it went from there. And I guess after the interview was over, that's when the incident happened, when the interview was over with her husband. Her husband supposedly allegedly pulled a gun on Cat Williams. Or was it
Yeah,
her
because he
boyfriend?
he it was her husband. He roasted her without cussing.
Hey Joe, it's called V013. That's the station
Frank
that
Ski.
was on.
Frank Ski.
Yeah, the Frank
Mhm.
Ski show, man. It's the big radio show in the morning.
What's
Everybody
the
be
chick name? Because I remember that. I remember that
Wanda
situation.
Wanda
Wanda
Smith.
Sykes.
Wanda
Wanda
Brown, Wanda
Sykes.
Wanda,
Smith, Wanda.
Smith.
Man, he got
not
down
Yeah,
on her,
Sykes,
bro.
not
Sykes.
No,
Sykes.
no, he got
Oh, oh.
down there. I
Wanda
just
No,
seen.
Smith,
no, Wanda
Wanda
Sykes is a
Brown.
comedian.
Yeah,
Hey, I
she a
think.
comedian.
Hey, I think that
Wanda
on.
Smith.
Yeah,
No,
she
I think.
she a
I,
comedian too, but she a radio comedian.
hey,
Mm.
Fat,
I think
dark
that shit on
skinned chick.
Instagram, bro. When he got down on old girl at the radio station,
Said sitting up
talking
here with
about fat
$12 in
about what
jury
jury
on.
on my mama, man. He went crazy.
So you got
He
12
went
chains
crazy
worth
on
$12
everything.
in jury you
He
got
say,
from the thrift
hey,
store talking
hey,
to me.
the,
He was
the,
roasted
bro.
her ass.
See,
Hey
like you call
Chico,
somebody.
Yeah, that was a good one though, man.
his
Word up,
his
son.
co-host, her co-host was really trying to save her. He kept trying to stop, but she kept going. She kept going.
Yeah, Frank
So
Ski cool.
yeah,
He knew
He
she
really
was
fucked
going down the
that
wrong
lady's
road.
career up, man.
And she was getting roasted, thought she was winning the roast until afterwards, and then she wanted to
Didn't
And
her
then he
husband
asked,
try to attack the nigga afterwards?
and then she said she
yo,
can cook.
allegedly.
She said he said, "What can you cook?" She said, "I can make some broccoli." He was like, "Oh, you know how to boil," or something like that. She basically she
Oh,
basically
you know
said it
how to
herself.
boil vegetables, huh? Oh, that's a
Yeah.
skill. Like he was chilling.
We might have to rehash that after this video. We got like
Yeah, you might have to pull that one up, bro.
yeah,
That
Hey,
was
you,
an
hey,
yeah,
You
epic
Joe.
gotta
yeah,
pull that
yeah.
one
Hey,
out, man. You can't
Eddie.
get away from
Hey,
that.
Eddie. Hey, Eddie. He talked about her ass so motherfucking bad, Eddie, bro.
I
politely.
Bro,
remember that. I
politely,
remember it. I
politely too, bro. Went
Hey,
Hey, how
so
y'all
Eddie,
say it?
bad.
remember.
Respectfully.
Yeah, with respect. I'm
Eddie.
like, damn,
Yeah,
this nigga
man.
grown
Cat
for that.
Williams, man. Word up, man. The king of hip hop. That was a good one.
Hey, Eddie, it was
Hey,
so
why
bad.
why
Like I
Willie D
said,
wait
go
2 days though? Willie D should have dropped this bitch that night. Fuck it.
ahead.
He slipped. He must have
Now,
did this
Hey,
shit
guess
like
what,
within
y'all?
24
Now,
hours.
now check this out, Eddie. The funny thing about it, like I said, the interview supposed to be for Red, but Cat Williams was roasting this girl so much, Red was doing nothing but laughing most of the time. For
He
real,
yeah,
turned
it
man.
was fun.
he turned red. Hey Joe, he turned red laughing so hard.
All right, it's 7 minutes left of this interview. Let's knock this out real quick.
As if a crime has not been committed upon
Let's go, Cat.
A pimp named Slickback.
me.
Ah, man.
Thank you for saying the whole thing.
Look,
My
man.
Like a tribe
Yeah,
lady.
called
you got to say the whole
Quest.
thing. You got to say the whole
That
thing.
is
A
correct.
pimp named Slickback.
Yes.
Man, that is one of the most iconic roles in television history. How did that
Mm.
come about?
Um, Dumb people love dumb people, and geniuses try to find people that are on their mental platitude. So, Aaron Magruder is one of the finest black writers that
Absolutely.
we've had.
Yes.
And the fact that he started his journey in the real trenches, writing for newspapers and getting syndicated across the country before he ever came to the next platform is what made him so formidable. So it was a joy to be able to work with him. Just like, when I do work with Donald Glover, we get the Emmy. Like, it's because you're dealing with compatible wavelengths. Like Donald Glover told me, Katt, here's a script. If you do, if you do this role right, you'll win an Emmy for it. I said, that's the only way I know to do it is right. And won the Emmy.
Well, I know there's a lot of advantages to doing what you do, being in the entertainment industry. But what's like the biggest thing that you can't stand about this industry?
Nothing. I like it.
Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
I like it.
now you now let's
I
keep
love my op as myself.
yeah.
I think it's great. On our side of things, it's flourishing. It's never been better. All the people on our side are seeing that prayers do work and that you really have control of your mind more than you think you do. And if you could somehow possibly stop thinking the way you do and think another way, it might help you. And you'll know right away if it does. That's the benefit, is each one of these days you're getting could really be the one.
What's one of the wildest things that has happened to you, or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Vlad. I I ain't seen nothing. I collect the footage, but I haven't seen anything.
You were doing so good, man. I mean, you was just doing so good, and then all of a sudden you just decided.
Well, no. Here's the thing. What you asked was, you said, "Hey, Wolf, what do you hate about the sheep?" Nothing.
Will that be debit or credit?
Both.
What do you mean, both?
Yeah, what do you mean both?
Well, my extra debit card lets me build my credit with everyday purchases and gives me some pretty awesome reward points too.
Debit that builds credit?
Yep, debit that builds
We'll be right
credit.
back with you.
Nothing. I feel good. I feel like we're in a good position. Everything's gonna be
That
fine.
that nigga Wanda Smith got roasted, my nigga. Yo. You said you big.
That nigga Cat stupid. You got
He
too
said
much
you
of
big on the radio.
Let's go, Coach
I
Prime.
ain't gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing. I feel good. I feel like we're in a good position. Everything's gonna be fine. Let's go, Coach Prime.
Yeah. What do you think about
We
Coach
coming.
Prime? What's up with Coach Prime? You have you been out there yet, Colorado?
No, but I've supported from afar.
Yeah.
I'm saying, anytime a great individual, regardless of what he does, finds something that he can be great in, like, that's gonna work. Like, he is a motivating factor and an asset to it. He always has been since the Jerry Curl days. Those are the leaders of men that we discussed earlier. An eternal optimist, someone that's clever and about books and hard work and discipline. As a black person, we should be so lucky as to have, a black coach like that. And as a non-black person, what a great job.
Man, you just described yourself, except the coach part. And then I take that back. You are a coach in your own right.
And you as
Yeah.
well. That's the whole thing. Like, these compliments are all shared by all of us who receive them. Like, that's what it's got to be. If you any reflection of me, then that's what it is. That's why in the good book it say, made in God's image. It don't mean you're always going to do that, but it means there's the possibility that you could mirror that.
Yeah. Do you have adopted children?
I'm an empty nester. I have no children at this point. Glory and hallelujah. No, everybody's grown. Yeah, but yeah, I got grandbabies.
You got grandbabies. Okay.
Yeah.
How many?
4.
4. Nice.
All girls.
Oh yeah.
See? That's how you know he's been doing something right.
What are the ages?
Of what?
The girls.
The grandbabies?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a 6, 2 4s, 11 months, and 2.
That's 5.
Yeah. I realized it as you said it. I didn't know how to change the story. Okay, so I got 5 grandkids.
Wait, what do they call you?
I got 5 daughters. I can't get anybody to call me anything that I ask for. They've already made a decision, and that's what they call me. There's nothing I can do about it, and I'm not gonna say what it is. It sounds like stop or something. I don't know.
Right. Well, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
I
Really do,
appreciate you
man.
having me. You're an
Yeah.
icon and a legend yourself, and just the fact that you would spend time interviewing others is magnificent. And nobody asks worse questions. You have the worst questions in all of interviewing, and you can count on it. Nobody's gonna mimic your questions. So yeah, it's an honor. Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable.
That nigga Cat don't stop.
Nigga said you got the worst question.
He said you never got to worry about nobody mimicking your question.
Yeah, that
He
nigga.
keep it a thigh wild.
Nah, wow, man. He meant that shit too.
Shout out to Cat, man.
You
Damn,
gotta make sure,
Willie, you
man,
should have
where
dropped that bitch 4 days
before
earlier.
the
You'd have been the
yourself,
man.
man.
I wonder how many views he gonna get.
But, yo, Chico, what he did it before Shannon did his?
It sound like it, or it's the same week.
I mean, he might have got on the
Nah,
wave.
it sounded like he been did it because like when he asked him about Dion, you know what I'm saying? It was like you been out there yet. So it sounded like it was like, you know what I'm saying, during the season. And he probably just sat on it, taking his time to edit it or whatever. Then Shannon Sharp dropped his shit, and then he was just like,
He
all right,
dropped the ball, Ab. He dropped the ball, but he ain't go
Man,
as controversial. It wasn't as
man, that's
many,
why Scarface
I
said
clips.
look
don't
out
think
at the
so. I don't.
Grammys. Damn, son.
I don't think
Too
he
late.
dropped the ball. I think he's going to get more views than he would have gotten
He did
had
drop the
he
ball.
dropped it. Because
well,
If he could've-
Oh, okay, I
but
get
because
you.
people gonna
He got a
think
wave to
people
ride.
gonna
I see
think
where you're going, Miss Lynn.
people gonna think this is after Shannon. So
mm-hmm.
they're gonna
They're
tune
gonna think
in
it's a
just to see.
response.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna tune in
we
just
did.
to
I know he
see.
got me. I thought it was.
See, there you go. There you go.
That's why I'm like, Eddie, play this. I'm thinking he about to,
There you
respond to
go.
all the
And that's
responses.
what a
Yeah, yeah,
whole
that might
bunch
have
of
been
people
smart.
are.
I see what he doing. Cause Cat Williams on Willie D, niggas like, But after the Shade interview, yeah,
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. It was a little clickbaitish, but it was still a good interview though. Definitely a good interview.
Yeah,
Now, if
but not,
Cat Williams
not,
get on the
not on the
Breakfast
level
Club,
we
it's
did
gonna be
with
something. It's
Shannon,
gonna
man.
be
That's
up.
I got. That's gonna be hard to top at Club Shay Shay.
Yeah, he went all the way in on that club shit, man. This
But
wasn't
now
like
Eddie's time. Wanda Smith.
uh, give me
Hey,
1 second. I had to run up the street real quick, but I'm gonna play in 2 seconds. Give me like 2 seconds.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo,
hey,
how the wind up there, man? The wind is real nice, nasty down here, son. Word up,
as of
Uh,
man.
10,
it's just raining hard, but that's about it.
as of 10 hours ago, he had 1.5 million views. Willie D
Damn, that made his career.
Yep, definitely. He rode that wave. Definitely rode that wave. Smart man though.
Get Bayless mad like, damn, that's supposed to be me.
I will admit though, if I would have watched this one first, I probably wouldn't have been as quick to see the Shay Shay one.
Shannon
I
Sharp
mean,
still was gonna blow regardless
that's
if he
probably
did
better.
this one first or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think you see how if I watch this one, I'm thinking like like well I guess it didn't matter because the one he did with Shannon Sharp went viral. You know what I'm saying? That shit went
Yeah, that was
viral.
the
It was
greatest thing of all time.
too many moments in that shit. It was way too many moments in that shit. I think I stopped that clip that shit probably about 50 times, bro. That it was just too much in that
I
shit.
mean, Ricky Smiley career took a hit from it. Like they had him booked at a few places and they canceled him.
Oh, did they?
That's what they were saying
Damn.
on his. I don't know if it was one of these blogs. He was like, you know what I mean? His integrity is integrity. Like, yo, you lied, dog. Maybe that lie got up. Like, man, I should have been Money Mike, whatever. And then Q backing him up. That didn't make him his character look that issue. I don't know. And Ricky Smiley ain't never been that funny anyway. So.
Yeah, I feel the same. I don't think he's that funny.
But this guy now, I mean, he's the guy right now. Kevin Hart mad, like, damn, I'm the funniest guy in comedy. I did movies with The Rock and Ice Cube. That nigga said we
That's
could
that,
either get a celebrity boxing match, you play basketball, or stand up comedy. Saying, yeah, bring the plastic cup, boys.
y'all see what Cat Williams put Kevin Hart's ex-wife on his tour?
Oh, he went the 50 Cent route.
Yeah, yeah, he got Kevin Hart's ex-wife on his tour.
That's the death blow right there.
Hey,
That's the death
hey,
blow for Kevin
Kareem,
Hart.
Kareem, do you think Cat Williams could get Kevin Hart's ex-wife to be the queen of comedy?
Yeah, Kevin Hart looking bad. Right before his movie's about to drop. And he trying to play serious with a little bit comedy. And the movie's filled with a bunch of white people. Let me add that. Unknown white people at that. Or it's on Netflix, January I think 13th. Whatever whatever date is Friday. The 14th.
Friday the 12th.
Man, yeah, man. I hope that tree don't fall on my fucking car, son. We got hurricane like winds up here, man. Go Springfield ass off the motherfucking road. Now I know I ain't talking to that nigga. I don't hate him that much, man. I know he was out there earlier. Word.
Man,
My
stop
nigga Brick
being,
up in North
Aw,
Jersey, you know what I'm saying?
stop
They'll
being,
never get as
stop.
bad as
aw.
we do
You
down
done,
here.
You
you
know
done
you
said about
care.
10 times today. I ain't talking to that nigga. I ain't talking to that nigga.
You know
Man,
you care.
cut this shit.
Aw.
Nah, I ain't no hater.
He still didn't say he want the nigga to die either. Damn.
Nah, I ain't speaking on that. I'm just saying he done said 10 times today. I ain't talking to that nigga. I ain't talking to that nigga.
What that means, Abdul, he really want to talk to him.
Nah, I fuck
Right.
with
He
him.
couldn't.
He always to be the homie of CMB, but other
Hey,
than that,
hey, 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 man, that nigga misses arguing buddy, but that's why I don't get in they shit no more. Them niggas be missing each other, man. The Cowboys and Eagles fans, the worst motherfucking fans in the world.
when Eddie said to go to New Jack City, right? Guess who talking greasy about Katt Williams? Your boy General. He
Oh
doing a
yeah,
show on that.
I seen he was live. I seen he was live.
I'll
I
go up in that bitch. What the hell?
He tried to expose something about some girl that said something about him sexual assault type thing, whatever.
That shit, okay.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
doing
was there any visitors in here before y'all started playing the Cat Williams joint?
no, not that I
Nah,
know.
because before I came back in here, when I was looking for the room, I seen a room that said Cat Williams, and then when I came in here, y'all was playing the video, so I was just wondering.
Nah, I ain't. Not that I know of. I wasn't paying attention to the Google, so I was watching the video.
Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate you. You've been really great this week. Even though it's just Tuesday, you've been great keeping the room going, keeping the conversation. Yes, thank you for entertaining me.
Oh,
Flowers to you, Eddie.
thank you. I tried, man. I tried.
Yeah,
No, I
thanks
love
for
y'all.
entertaining me too, Eddie.
That's it. No, I fuck with y'all. About to play this joint. I'm about to be back home in 2 seconds. I have to run up the street.
Yeah, it definitely feel like the end of the week already, because today was my last day in the office for the week. Chilling.
Mm.
Hey, Chip. You've been quiet all day.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Chip
you
all
sound like
quiet. Right, that
something.
job kicking your ass?
What'd you say?
I said that job kicking your ass.
No, I had a good day. It was cool.
Okay.
What up, Tiff?
Hey, Joe.
Oh, I speak to you now. Everybody wants to speak to you. I
The
see it.
National Weather Service.
No.
If you are driving trucks, you are not permitted to drive over no bridges in New York the rest of the night till further notice. No trucks over the bridges in New York City, son. If you can't get there by now, you can't go now.
You know Springfield ain't tripping off of that.
I
Well,
ain't just
he
talking about
he
him,
shut
I'm
it
talking
down.
about
He shut
anybody.
it down a long time ago.
He probably screenshotted that
Cat
motherfucker and
Williams.
sent it to his lady. I can't come home tonight. See you in the morning.
I'm gonna play this Cat Williams joint.
Red Grant!
How many kids you got, one?
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple?
Hmm?
Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be. Yeah.
Wanda knows
I'm what?
she didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys say, yeah.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey,
And they
right now,
love-
look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli, and tell me does it say heat up water?
Shut up.
Is that the only step in broccoli? Heat up water.
Whatever.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you
whatever,
burn
hater.
broccoli? You
Whatever,
can't burn
hater.
it because it's made in a pot of water.
You don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from her? what I do with corn.
Oh, whatever.
I like to get it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarain's. They don't expect that. I sprinkle Zatarain's on my
great
corn.
cook. Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's right, true.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show, I know I'll be there. Don't miss it.
Red Grant, Katt Williams, thank y'all for coming through, man.
Yes.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in.
I see why people come to Wanda's show.
Yeah.
Because Frank Ski puts it down.
That's right. Get on out of here with your crazy ass.
Is he crazy?
And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural?
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
Come here.
While you on air, so they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hands moving while we talk.
Are you all right this morning? Are you okay this
Red
morning?
Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to take off them headphones and that wig.
And make sure
that wig and that headphones come
take
together.
off them old ass clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It
She
says
said,
Versace.
I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
But you had to open it up and show us it was Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't have to open it up. These people are on radio. They can't see anything.
Yeah, but you opened it up so we could see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, happy
whatever stories for the Black Lane Bryant.
That's right. Very proud.
Okay, let's
Very
play some
proud.
music real quick if we can. We going to a break real quick.
This nigga said the Black Lane Bryant, yo. This nigga is a fool, yo.
All right, cool. We go to a break.
Shout outs to Forever 21
Yeah.
Necklace Collection.
That's right.
Do the hair and the headphones come
Go ahead,
together.
Mr. Wild, my bad.
No, when he said put Xanaran on corn, man.
She gonna spice it up.
For stories for the Black Lane Bryant.
That's right. Very proud.
Okay, let's play some music real quick if we can. We going to a break real quick?
Very
all right,
proud.
cool. We go to a break.
Shout outs to Forever 21
Yeah.
Necklace Collection.
That's right. Shout out.
They don't
to
remember me for wilding out, right? I'm not the right one to Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600,
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
And what
girl.
are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
Yes,
big
ma'am.
in prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison
Okay.
and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
okay. Calm
No.
down. Calm down.
Only one of us has
Calm
$12 worth
down.
of jewelry on.
Oh,
No.
No, $12.
No. That all is available.
$12,
If you want
$12.
to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Sitgo or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
The show starts at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17. Please come on down.
Go, Shay, please come get Miss Katt and do her hair.
She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Hurry up, little mama. We're done.
You already used that one. Don't repeat your jokes, Fresh Comic.
Go ahead. Just go to
Get
break.
your ass out of here.
Oh God. I think you big on the radio.
The only thing you hear in the background, Red Grant laughing his ass off. He knew what was gonna happen. He
Another
knew.
red
She had
He
zero
said, at your local Sitco, he said, if you buy 2 packs of, he said, you buy 2 packs of Newports, you get for $7.99. You get
with a free car wash.
yeah. He's
That lady was real hurt
smoking.
though. She went and got her husband to try to fight that nigga.
Yeah.